Hey up, it's Northern Nigel back again, and today I'm roasting Leeds, a city that thinks it's the capital of the north, but really just feels like Manchester's try-hard little brother. Leeds is what happens when a city sees London and says, aye, we can do that, but forgets it's still in Yorkshire. First off, Leeds city centre. It's like a fancy dress party where half the shops pretend they're upmarket and the other half are just Poundland with better lighting. They've got Harvey Nichols, but let's be honest, most folk go in there to use the loos, not to buy out. Walk 2 streets over and you'll find a bloke selling knockoff designer gear out of a Sports Direct bag. And what about tourist attractions? Aye, they've got the Royal Armouries Museum. It's full of old swords and rusty helmets that smell like history. Or disappointment, I can't decide. I went there once, and the most exciting thing I saw were a kid trying to climb into a cannon. Other than that, your big options are a walk by the River Aire, where your main sights are traffic cones and that mysterious oil slick that never goes away. Now, Leeds likes to call itself a student city, but let's be real. It's just a giant pub crawl with overpriced flats. Every corner's got a bar full of students drinking watered down cocktails and pretending they understand Nietzsche. The nightlife? It's alright if you're into queuing for an hour to pay £15 for a drink that comes in a jam jar. I once went to a club here, and the bouncer looked at me like I owed him money. The highlight of the night were a lad falling off a table trying to impress someone in a leopard print dress. Right, before I carry on roasting Leeds, let's have a word. Have you liked this video? Have you subscribed? You haven't? Well, looks like I'm coming over your house for tea, except I won't be leaving. I'm gonna move in, eat all your biscuits, monopolise the telly with back-to-back border control, and seduce your nan. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. Don't test me, son. Right, back to the video. The folk in Leeds are proud of their city and fair play, but it's the kind of pride that feels forced, like they're trying to convince themselves as much as anyone else. Mention Manchester or Sheffield, and they'll start shouting, "We've got culture!" Aye, if culture means pub quizzes and a street performer playing Wonderwall on a recorder. Football, Leeds United. A team with more ups and downs than your cousin Sharon's knickers. They're back in the Premier League now, and you'd think they'd won the World Cup. I went to a match once, and the fans spent more time singing about hating Manchester than watching the actual game. Should you visit Leeds? If you fancy a budget version of London with fewer tube stops and more Greggs, then fill your boots. I'll give it 6 out of 10 for effort, 4 out of 10 for charm, because the River Aire ruins that, and 9 out of 10 for making you appreciate the actual capital cities of the world. Leeds, where the cocktails are in jam jars, the oil slicks are iconic, and the nightlife's just a slightly shinier version of a student union bar.